Hi, Mystery Resurfaced here. Today, I'm going to explain a 2018 Indian Hindi language black comedy crime thriller film. Title Andhadhun. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The movie begins with a hare eating cabbage in a cabbage field. It seems that the hare is blind. Suddenly, he hears a noise and gets alerted, and soon hops off. A nearby farmer who is trying to kill the rabbit misses, causing the rabbit to jump. Later, in a hall we see Akash Saraf and his cat who lives in Prabhat Road, Pune, is an upcoming pianist, who fakes being blind to improve his piano skills, and focuses to prepare himself for London competition. While his neighbor's kid Bandhu always tries to trick Akash and help him for money but fails every time. Meanwhile, Sophie, a cafe owner's daughter, seen arguing with a car owner while the signal is red. As it turns green, she leaves still looking at the car. She accidentally knocks Akash while crossing the street. She apologizes and takes care of Akash. While talking to him she comes to know he's a pianist, and takes him to his father's cafe Franco's. At cafe his piano skills impresses his father, and he offers Akash to play piano in his cafe. Later, while riding back Sophie asks Akash about his blindness. He makes up a story. When he was 14 while playing cricket he was hit by the ball on his head damaging his optical nerve. Soon they get to Akash's apartment. Sophie again praises his skills. Akash quickly gets to his room and removes his lenses and watches Sophie ride off through his window, while Bandhu watches Akash from below. In the evening, Akash prepares to leave for cafe. This time he doesn't wear his lenses. While getting down he adores Sophie. A bird shits on his glasses, and Sophie removes to clean it up. She notices Akash's eyes are normal than others. While getting off to Cafe Franco's, still adoring her. While inside Cafe Akash plays the piano and everyone gets impressed including a retired actor, Pramod Sinha. He's a 70s actor who quit his acting career after giving few hit films, and started investing in real estate, and lives with his young wife. While reading his fans' comments, he notices Akash in cafe and invites him to perform for his wedding anniversary. Sophie is too impressed by Akash's talent and starts dating. Soon they begin an intimate romantic relationship. In the next scene, Akash arrives at the Sinha's apartment and Pramod's wife Simi opens the door. Simi, convinced that Akash is blind, and lets him in to play the piano. While playing piano Akash sees Pramod's dead body lying nearby on floor but feigns ignorance and continues to play. He goes to the bathroom, where he sees Manohar, Simi's boyfriend, hiding in the bathroom, but still ignores. In a flashback Pramod comes home to surprise his wife but catches her and Manohar red-handed. Later, Simi and Manohar clean the floor and stuff the body into a suitcase. While watching, Akash continues to play the piano. Simi pretends that his husband is back and plays his voice recording to convince Akash that he's back, while Akash tries to report the murder to the police, but discovers that Manohar is a police officer. Manohar suspects that Akash can see, but leaves him after testing him several times in Akash's room. In the evening Simi goes to the cafe and inquires about Akash, while Akash looks desperate. In the next scene police finds Pramod's body inside his car near Indrayani River in Pune, while a man finds Pramod's watch in a bar's toilet. Police finds Pramod's watch from the man. Meanwhile, at Pramod's funeral Simi overhears her elderly neighbor, Mrs. Desa, talking to a police officer about Pramod's murder. Simi later kills Mrs. Desa by pushing her off the ledge of their apartment. Unluckily again Akash sees the murder but is forced to continue feigning blindness. He gets back to his apartment and calls Sophie to meet her. Later when Simi brings offerings for him after her husband's last rites, while observing him Simi pours poisonous liquid in his cup and Akash drops the cup. Simi pulls out a gun. Scared Akash admits to faking his blindness as an experiment to help his piano playing. He says he will leave for London and will keep Simi's secret, but she drugs him. In the next scene a neighbor's kid, suspicious of Akash's blindness, records a video of Akash fully able to see and shows it to Sophie instead of money. Seeing the video Sophie gets annoyed. As Sophie arrives, Simi arranges things to look like she and Akash are having sex. Furious and heartbroken, Sophie leaves Akash. When Akash wakes up, he realizes he has been blinded from the drug that Simi gave him. He blames Simi. While leaving, Simi deletes Akash's video from Bandhu's phone. Later at night, Manohar comes to Akash's home to kill him. But Akash somehow escapes, but he faints after hitting a telephone pole. Later, Akash wakes up in an illegal organ harvesting clinic, where Dr. Swami and his assistants Murli and Sakku pretends to be treating his eyes, but tries to sedate him to remove both his kidneys. Later they decide to spare Akash when he reveals he has information that will make them millions. They kidnap Simi, stage a suicide scene, and try to blackmail Manohar, but his wife receives the call, and Akash reveals about his husband's affair with Simi. His wife gets furious and starts to shoot at Manohar. Later at the clinic, Dr. Swami removes Simi blood sample for test. However, Murli and Sakku double-cross Akash, tie him up with Simi, and plan to take the money themselves. While they go to collect ransom from Manohar, soon Manohar spots Murli and shoots but is trapped in an elevator by Sakku and accidentally shoots and kills himself. Later, Murli dies and it is revealed that the money they received is counterfeit. However, Simi helps Akash free himself and he removes Simi's blindfold. He tries to escape, while Simi frees herself and attacks him. Soon, Dr. Swami enters after a brief fight. He and Akash knock Simi out, tie her up in the boot of a car, and drive away. Dr. Swami reveals that Simi has a rare blood type and that her organs would sell for millions. He also plans to use her corneas to restore Akash's eyesight, while driving away. In the next scene, 2 years later, somewhere in Europe at a concert in Krakow, Sophie finds Akash, who still appears to be blind. He reveals his story. While driving, when Simi awakes in the car boot and begins making noise, Dr. Swami stops the car to sedate her, but she overpowers and kills him and seizes the car. Akash, thinking Dr. Swami is still driving, tries to persuade him to release Simi. She stops the car and drops Akash off and tries to run him over. Cut to the opening scene. A nearby farmer who is trying to kill a hare misses, causing the hare to jump and hits the windshield, and Simi loses control of the car and is killed. After Akash tells her the whole story, Sophie tells Akash he should have accepted Dr. Swami's offer to restore his sight as well as part of the reward money of $10 million. Silently, Akash leaves. While walking, he uses his stick to knock a can out of his path. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.